was a meeting. Welcome to the Thursday, April 18th, 2024 Helm Developer Call. All right. Well, George, it's just the two of us. So here's I don't know do you have the notes open?
Yeah, somewhere in a tab. I'll find them.
I can drop the link in if that helps.
I got
in the chat. Okay. There we go. So, I don't think we have any announcements. All right. So let's talk Helm 4. Since we already were. All right. Yeah, we totally need to get some momentum going on this, I think. I can join this Friday if you can, and we can start working through game planning. If I'm being honest, because I get pulled in so many directions, I need it on my calendar these days as a block of time, even if it's going to be reviewing pull requests or issues, because I've just been busy. So that's how I block my time.
I can't do midday tomorrow, actually. I gotta interview someone, so
okay.
I also slave to the calendar.
Yeah, I understand.
Maybe we skip this week.
Okay.
Since it's not aligning. But yeah, it would be good to start that up and
I may use the block to do some game planning myself, so I have something to come in the following week with, because I've got the start of notes, taking in some of the stuff from KubeCon, plus some of the other things that I know we need to do. So I can maybe use that time to start working on that.
Yeah, awesome. I'll try and do something similar. I have a bunch of thoughts. Like every time I do issue triage and someone sticks something in, I'm like, oh, that would be good for Helm 4 or something to fix. Then I kind of make a note in my notes. So I've got a whole stash of these things. So I think Scott has a doc actually, so I might just add this stuff to there, and then hopefully, we can manage to meet. I'm going to stick something on my calendar for.
He does, and I want to be a bit not reactionary. I want to be somewhat intentional. So some of the things that I think we need to do aren't going to be the feature requests people want. And what they might end up doing is enabling those kinds of feature requests or more extensibility so we can get out of the way and they can do it. And we need to figure some of that stuff out.
I definitely agree with this. It would be things like mundane stuff, like for the SDK, changing to like function option parameters so that it can be extended easily in the future. Maybe like another idea would be changing, like Git has the concept of plumbing commands where like your higher level things are built on like lower level primitives, and I quite like refactoring stuff sometimes. So maybe like think that ideas like this to like make less of a problem in the future to add features would be.
And Helm SDK has some of that actually. So it's got the lower level things like working with repositories and things like that and charts. And then they're wrapped up in higher level things. One of the biggest problems with our higher level things is we've been changing a bunch of internal functions and they're horribly designed. There are some that have got like 10 different arguments to them now. That should be a config object. And they're not exposed publicly, which makes it hard for somebody else to then build something on top of it, refactor, those kinds of things. So there's a bunch of work we can do there around those defining things. I also think we need to just totally update logging and get onto slog and some kind of nice wrapper around that to make it easier to work with.
Yeah, all these less feature things that people think of, which are more quality and
I think we need to work on some of the plumbing. Yeah.
And with the I2 extensibility, I agree with this because one thing that comes to mind is it would be good to get Helm into a place where the other features can be added, like you say, so that in the future those things can be added. We don't have to try and scramble everything into one Helm 4 release because that would, I mean, I agree. It's going to be difficult.
And if you get momentum going on this, then you can eventually start thinking about some other extensibility that you can layer in elsewhere. Like we could probably make some extensibility things along the way. So we could check if the API version was, say, API version 3, and then add some new features just that are an API version 3 if we did everything additively and not destroy it, right? So there's some things we could do along the way in the pipeline to support some other API versions.
Yeah, I was
to
actually
implement that.
thinking the chart util, so chart serialization and maybe even rendering, could that be split out of the main Helm code base and stuck in like a versioned Go module? And then Helm could almost support two different versions of charts at the same time by using major versions of Go modules. So you could create chart util version 3, and then Helm could support 2 and 3 at the same time. I think Go can allow that multiple major versions of a module.
I haven't played with that, but that would be a way to handle two versions. I'd have to. I haven't played with that kind of thing before. Hey, Joe, from your boat.
Nice.
Hello. My future boat.
Yeah, your yacht out on the 7 seas.
Yeah, we were a little light on numbers, so we started talking about Helm 4.
Yeah, we were talking mostly around planning and things like that, and some of the stuff. So yeah, I'll use the time this week to start crafting some docs on it. We need something focused to go work on, and then we need to get some more people into maintainership roles. And that seems to be stalled right now. So that's the other thing. I'll probably take about half that time is going and working on our maintainership to try to enable some more stuff there.
Speaking of, I still need to be on the maintainer list at the CNCF so that I can get on the mailing list.
Can you? You've probably done it already. Let me go log in right now. Let's do that while we're here, since we don't have other topics.
Yeah, Amy came up to me at KubeCon. I was like, "Yeah, I'd love to add you. I keep getting asked to add you, and I keep taking you back off because you're not in there."
So there's multiple maintainers lists. So when she talks about maintainers, she's talking about the org maintainers rather than the specific maintainers. And maybe it's time to redo a bunch of governance stuff here. And have a meeting around that, because of the way the maintainers work. We used to have something like 30 maintainers or scattered around a whole bunch of things, and that has really changed, and we need to do a bunch of cleanup. So it's time to get on that cleanup and get things more focused. So you need to be on the core maintainers list, and let's see. You're on that list, so you're on the core maintainers list. And then there is the cartographers. And need to do something with this list. Don't think. Okay, I'll add you to this list.
People wanting everything when they only have enough resources for one of the things they want.
And come on, this interface is gonna drive me nuts. All right. All right. I'll just inviting you is probably easier.
Okay.
Let me find because I can't find you in the list of people for whatever reason. So, all right, done.
Do you work at all closely with Richard Case?
I do. Oh, it says you're already a member, so I just missed you. Okay, you're on the lists that you need to be in.
Okay.
So
Indeed.
I'll see. Yeah, everything else is governance stuff. Yes, I work with Richard Case quite closely.
I've heard news. So
Okay, we can talk offline.
yeah. Hopefully he has all the friends he needs.
He has lots of friends, so
Yeah.
we can connect offline. What other Helm stuff? Do we have anything else on Helm we should talk about today?
No, but I think if we could, yeah, I'm going to do similar to what you said. I'll do some pull request reviews. I will try and stick together my thoughts on Helm for when we do manage to meet, and I can give an issue triage.
Okay. I can help out. No, I can try and help out with issue and PR triage. Anybody want to do moderator for next time?
Again,
Okay, if you want.
mind.
I'll do notes. It's been a long time since I've done notes.
Yeah, I can do that next Thursday.
Ready?
Okay.
Should we finish up? Unless you had something, Joe?
No, that's good. No, I got nothing.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
wait,
good to see everyone.
Ciao.